The city of Zootopia has always sold itself as a perfect experiment, a place where anyone can be anything, but on a quiet rain-soaked night the illusion cracks when a predator is found frozen in fear in the middle of Sahara Square, eyes wide, mouth open as if staring at something no one else can see. The case is quietly buried before the media notices, yet rumors begin to spread through underground channels, whispers of a new kind of threat, one that does not bite, claw or kill but rewires the mind. Judy Hopps, now a seasoned officer, no longer the eager rookie, senses something wrong when emergency calls spike across districts, with victims reporting the same thing, an overwhelming dread triggered by a sound, a smell, or sometimes nothing at all. Nick Wilde, now officially her partner, jokes it off at first until a fox collapses during a street performance, shaking and crying, repeating the same sentence over and over. They are watching us. The investigation leads them to a sealed research wing beneath the old Zootopia Transit. Author, Idia Place erased from city records after a mysterious shutdown years ago. Inside they discover files referencing Project Echo, an abandoned initiative designed to study fear response across species. The goal was to create a universal calming signal that could stop riots and prevent violence, but something went wrong. The signal adapted learning to amplify fear instead of soothing it. The project was scrapped and all data supposedly destroyed, yet someone has brought it back, upgraded and unleashed it across the city through hidden transmitters embedded in public infrastructure, subway tunnels, traffic lights, even children's toys. Judy pushes to take the case higher, but the mayor's office blocks her access, warning her that exposing the truth could destabilize the fragile trust between predators and prey. Nick starts noticing old instincts resurfacing across the city, predators avoiding eye contact, prey flinching at shadows. The balance they fought so hard to build is unraveling again, this time without a clear enemy, just fear itself. Following a trail of illegal tech shipments, Judy and Nick track the signal's source to an abandoned district scheduled for demolition. There they encounter a new figure, a soft-spoken Arctic hare named Luma Frost, the behavioral scientist who claims to be trying to shut the system down, but her story doesn't add up. She knows too much, and when confronted she vanishes, leaving behind a device that briefly disables the signal, plunging the city into an eerie calm that feels almost worse than the panic as emotions come rushing back. All at once riots break out, emergency sirens scream, and Zootopia stands on the edge of collapse. The media finally catches on, branding the phenomenon as the whisper. Fear spreads faster than the signal ever could. Judy is pulled off the case and reassigned to desk duty, while Nick is pressured by former contacts in the underground who say predators are preparing to leave the city for good, unable to live under constant psychological attack, refusing to accept defeat. Judy continues the investigation alone, uncovering a hidden pattern. The signal doesn't affect everyone equally. It targets animals with unresolved trauma, amplifying buried fears. She realizes this isn't random, it's selective, weaponized empathy turned inside out. When Nick secretly rejoins her, they decode a final transmission revealing the horrifying truth. Project Echo was never abandoned. It was privatized, sold to a shadow consortium that believes peace can only be achieved through control, and fear is the most efficient leash. The signal is only the first phase. The second will permanently alter emotional responses, rewriting how entire species experience fear and trust. The part ends with Judy and Nick standing on a rooftop overlooking a city divided by invisible walls of terror, knowing that stopping the next phase may require them to break every rule they swore to uphold and possibly sacrifice Zootopia itself to save what it was meant to be. The night Zootopia truly breaks begins without alarms, without screams, just silence spreading block by block as the second phase of the signal activates. Judy and Nick race through empty streets where traffic lights blink out of sync and screens across buildings display nothing but static. The calm feels artificial, like the city is holding its breath. They reach the old weather control tower where the main uplink is hidden and find Luma Frost waiting, not alone but surrounded by projection screens showing live emotional readouts of thousands of citizens. She admits everything. Project Echo was never about control for its own sake. It was about preventing the next collapse, the next predator-prey war. She grew up during the chaos, watched her family disappear in riots sparked by rumors and fear, and she swore Zootopia would never bleed like that again. The new signal doesn't just amplify fear, it maps it, isolates it, then offers a cure, a permanent emotional filter that removes extreme fear responses. But the cost is choice. Without fear there is no courage, no trust, no growth. Judy argues that the city without fear is a city without freedom. Nick sees the numbers rising, realizes phase 2 will lock in within minutes, and does the unthinkable. He broadcasts his own emotional profile live, revealing his past, his scams, his shame, his anger, his fear, forcing the system to process a contradiction, a predator choosing vulnerability. The signal stutters, spreading chaos through the network. Luma panics, tries to override, but Judy disables the safety limiters, unleashing raw unfiltered emotions. Citywide joy, grief, anger, love, everything floods back at once. Streets erupt, not in violence but in confusion. Animals crying, laughing, holding strangers, predators and prey facing each other with nothing between them but truth. Emergency crews struggle, but the city doesn't collapse, it bends. Nick confronts Luma, telling her fear didn't make him a criminal, being judged did, and Judy steps forward, offering Luma a choice: shut it down and face justice, or watch her creation tire itself apart. Luma sees the data change, fear spikes, but so does empathy. Connections form faster than before, the city adapting. She shuts the system down, the tower powers off at dawn. Sunlight hits a shaken but alive Zootopia. Weeks later, hearings expose the consortium. The mayor resigns, reforms begin. Project Echo is erased for real. Judy is offered a promotion but turns it down, choosing the streets. Nick opens a community mediation unit, bridging districts. The final scene mirrors the first, rain-soaked, but this time a predator pauses in the square, not frozen, not afraid, just thinking. Judy and Nick pass by, exchanging a look, knowing Zootopia will never be perfect, but it will be real, and that is enough.